Hey y'all, it's Rhonda. I'm so excited. If you watched my little haul video before, you know that I received the Diamond Press a Little Birdie kit, and yes, my new Diamond Press, my marquee cutting machine. It's so pretty, and it's gold, and it's just so cool. Anyway, um, so let's make a card. So let's open this up and see what's going on. I'm just so excited. And you know, it's all, and I hope I'm saying her name right, it's all Vianney's fault. Because I watch her and I watch her, and she's on every day. She has a YouTube channel, of course. And she has all this wonderful stuff that Diamond Press sends her. And of course, she gets it really early. And then, you know, we're all watching, and it's like, oh my God, we got to have it. The pressure. Peer pressure is just awful. I thought it was bad in high school, but it's really bad now. Okay, let's open this up. So, you know, when I receive these, I feel like Vianney. I'm like, you know, all knowledgeable and feel important and, you know, all that good stuff. Ooh, it's sticking. Let's pull all the goodies out of here. Let me put this over here. Maybe it won't be so loud. That tape is sticking. Okie dokie. All right, a Little Birdie. So let's look at the stamps first. This is white. So let me get in here a little closer. So we have some clouds and wood grain, and then this would be the top of a tree, and this looks like extra for the tree. Your friendship means the world to me. There's a little kitty cat sending you heartfelt thanks. The world needs more of you. And then here's some little birdies. I've been thinking of you and wondering how you are. Very nice. And we have this one. So yeah, so here's our extra branch, and then here's some birds flying. And so looks like this. See the leaves right here? They fit on there just perfect. Yep, they did all the work for you. Sending you well wishes your way. You're my favorite. So anyway, has lots of great sentiments. We can always use those. All right, then we have the die set. So here's your card base, this part, and then the arches, excuse me, that's going to make up the front of your card. And I signed up for the auto ship, so I think it's every 2 months you'll get a new kit. You won't get this, but I think these are all different shapes. You know, each time you get a kit, these are going to be different shapes. So they'll just send you that inside part. So we have a birdhouse. There's extras for it. There's the die for the kitty cat, for the bird, tree. Some extra there. I don't know what it is yet. No, don't know what it is. Like the banner, that's awesome. For the top of your tree, a little picket fence, more birdies. The front face of your birdhouse, and some grass. And this looks like a 3D. You could pop this up, fold those back and forth and pop those up. And then a Diamond Press cutting plate, if you could call it that. These are really thin. I mean, I know it works with the machine, and obviously it works really well. It has a little, yeah, I have to file that off, a little hitch there. But anyway, they just seem real flimsy, you know, compared to my Gemini Mini. Like, these are really, of course this is bowed, but I mean, this is hard to bend. If they were straight, you really couldn't bend it. But I mean, we know the Diamond Press, the marquee, works just fine. But yeah, that's just interesting. And then we have our instructions. And these instructions, they are always Well, like I said, the few that I have, they're just very straightforward. Whoever writes these, they do a fabulous job. They should get a raise. You know, because it's hard, you know, when you get something new that you have to put together, where there's a piece of furniture or shelving or whatever, and you try to read it, and, you know, 10 bolts and this size and that size, and this one goes here and that one goes there, and how many apples does Farmer Brown have? I mean, that's what it's like. So these are really good. So this is going to make a little 3D card, and Vianney showed how you could make it where it shifts flat, and then you could put it in an envelope, and so that's pretty cool. Or you can make it the 3D like they're showing here. So there's not too many directions. So there's 6 steps. Let's see, and then here is 7 and 8 steps. So here's what a finished card might look like. There's 2 examples there. Very cute. And then this is showing you, yeah. So here's your tree top, your stamp, your die, and then your finished tree. And then your different sentiments. Here's your little kitty cat, your birdies, your grass, picket fence. So awesome. So looking at this, you're supposed to take, the instructions say, take these 2 pieces, so this one and this one with the arches, and tape those together. So nest the window die into the shadow box die, secure them with washi tape, and cut 2. This will be the front of your shadow box front. And then your next step is remove the window die from the shadow box die and cut 2. This will make your shadow box back. So we're going to cut 2 together like this, and then 2, just this one by itself. So let me grab some paper and kind of think for a second what I want to do, and I will come back and we will use this. I haven't even got to use it yet. I just got it today. So I'm so excited. Okay, let me look over this and get some paper and come up with a fabulous idea, hopefully. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I was looking over the instructions and pondering. How do you like that? And it's it's a 3D card, and it's basically it's gonna be like this. So you have your windows will be the front, and then your decorations and stuff on this back, and it's gonna be like this. I was wondering if we couldn't make it 3D. So have like 3 layers. I mean, we can try. Why not? We'll see if it works. All right, so let me, I'm going to cut it out like it says, and then I think I'm going to cut out an extra one of these, the 2 together, and play with it a little bit. Yeah, let me do some thinking. All right, let me cut this out. I'll probably go ahead and I'll cut out the grass. We'll cut out the tree. Anyway, I'll cut everything out. Yeah, let me cut everything out and I will be right back. Okay, well, I had to share this excitement with you. All right, so I have my 2 dies and I have them taped together, and I have my piece of white cardstock, and we're gonna run it through the machine together. And so here's my cutting plate. Open this up and slide this in. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so we have it sandwiched in there, and here we go. Oh, I didn't press it down. Get it started. Very smooth. Gosh, not hard at all. You would think that, yeah, you would think it'd be a little tighter, but We shall see. Oh, okay. Oh, it had a little smooch on there. I guess because that was the first time it's been used. So it had a little yuck on there. So there's a little tab over here to the side. You pull that up and that releases. See this little rubber tab? So you pull that up so you don't, you know, rip the glass off your table. All right, so obviously it cut because it's already fallen apart here, the paper. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. All right, so there's those two. We'll get rid of this. I'm going to cut out another one of these. Excuse me. And then two of those by themselves. All right, so we just had to do that together because I was so excited. Oh my goodness. All right, let me finish cutting and I'll be back. Hey y'all, I'm back. Good morning. Well, I got everything, all this stuff cut out. I know it looks like a mess, but we're going to try to make sense of it. And then my daughter had a softball game last night, about 30 minutes away from here. So we went to that. And by the time we got home and ate and all that, I was tired. So we're at the next morning. So anyway, what we're going to try to do is what the instructions show. Let me show you this. Is you have your front piece, okay, and then you have your back piece, and you see the sides there. And what you do is glue this one onto the edge, and you decorate and everything, and then you glue this one on, okay, and you have something like this, and then you'll have all your decorations on the inside and outside. What I was thinking about is making another window frame in there. And it tells you to cut two out, you know, to make this sturdier. So, and then you know, it's like trying on clothes. You know, you have this pair of pants you want to wear, and you know, you've got to try on this blouse and that blouse, and then you got to figure out what shoes to go with, and then what handbag. So I cut out, you know, several extra pieces, and I wasn't sure. I thought this might be cool on the front, something kind of different. So I didn't know if the dark would go best or if the light would go best. Decided on the dark. And like I said, I can use all these pieces for another card. That's no problem. All right. So the plan is I'm going to glue this one onto front piece. Okay, so we'll have this. And then I'm going to have the middle part I cut out with this direction, with this folded on this end, and I cut another one out where it's folded on this end. So I'm going to glue these two together. Hope this makes sense. We're going to glue these two together. Okay. Well, this part right here is the same size as the rest of the card, so we want it right in the middle. So we're going to trim this down. So we're going to trim it to about half. So hopefully it will set right in the middle of these two, of this and then the back. All right. Well, let's get to gluing and see if we can make some sense of this. And then, of course, with the trees, I had to cut out some dark paper and light paper, and, you know, it's like that getting dressed thing. Got to decide, you know, what you want to wear, what it's going to look like. So let's put glue here. Make this extra strong. Well, they lost their ball game last night. It was against a rival that's really, really, really good. And I think the girls went in playing scared, which isn't good. But anyway, it was a learning experience and more time on the field and all that good stuff. So that's all right. See if I can glue this down. And I didn't cut these at the very same time, so they may be a little bit off, but that's okay. Let's make sure they're flat. That's gonna overhang a little bit, but we can trim that off. Okay, so this is gonna be our front piece. Make sure that's glued down really well. Okay, so this is going to be the front of our card. I wished, well, I couldn't anyway make that go down. Oh well, we'll trim it. It'll be all right. Okay, this is what we are hoping that our middle piece will be. So we're going to glue these two together because we want the, excuse me, the tabs on either end so we can attach it to the card. We'll see if this works out. Like I said, this may not work out. I don't know, but it's fun to give it a try. Okay, so we're going to lay this one on top. And this glue sets up pretty quick, so you got to work fast and get it even. Now, like I said, if it's not perfect, that's fine. It's a homemade card. There we go. Okay. So hopefully our middle piece. All right. So let's trim these off. So again, this is the same size as the original card. So what we're going to do is just trim right here in the middle. So hopefully this will, when we glue it in, it'll be in the middle. All right. So let me get my chomper here. Okay. Shake, rattle, and roll there. All right. So this is probably a 1/2 inch. Let's see here. Get in there. Let me see. Let me measure this. So yeah, this is a 1/2 inch. So of course we're going to have to eyeball it just a little bit. Get it on there. And yes, you can measure it and make a little notch, but I think we're going to be fine. Let's do just a hair more. That looks a little off. There. That's better. Okay, so now we have, let me fold this over. Okay, so now we have this little piece right here. Okay. And, okay. And the same thing over here. Trim this off. And let's go a hair more. Okay, that looks good. So we have the same little flap on this side. All right, let's put this away. All right, so this is going to be our middle piece, we're hoping. Our front, so let's glue our front and our back together. Okay, let me get this out of the way. So let me see if I can bring in a little closer. All right, so we have this flap here. Okay, looks like this. So we're going to glue the blue part on this first little tab here. So that's what's going to kind of make the box. Like I said, you don't want it right on the fold. You want it just right up to the fold. Okay, make sure I'm on there straight. Burnish that a little bit. All right, so you see that it's going to come together like this. All right, so then we want, if we glue this right about so, that's going to give us our next layer. Okay. Okay, we're going to leave this side open so we can get our decorations in there. So now we have to decide where we want to put what. So I have lots of goodies over here. Let me move this out of the way. So I have grass and I have trees. There's two different kinds of grasses. They have this one that's just straight, okay? And this one that has, I'm going to focus, see the score lines there? So you can actually fold this just like this side and glue it in there, and then you can have that kind of a 3D, okay? Which we already have that middle section, so we don't need to use that. So what we're going to do is just cut those off, and then our grass will look a little different than the other one. And we have fences, and we have a birdhouse, and like I said, our trees there. I cut out extra trees because I was going to glue them together because they seemed a little wobbly, and I still may do that. Yeah, let me go ahead and glue one of these together so it'll be a little stronger. So let's just glue this up. And while we're picking things out, this can set up. Well, I hope everybody's doing well. We're doing better here. Or I should say I'm doing better. The family, they've been doing fine. Okay, let's line this up. Oh, did I do it backwards? What did I do? Stop, stop. Well, you know, well, it shows the glue though. What happened? Why did I not line up? Because I put the glue on the wrong side? No, I did back to back. That's what I did. There we go. Now we're going to have glue everywhere, but that's all right. It'll dry, right? Just glue and paper. And that's a little offset, so that's fine. Because it's supposed to be 3D, it's supposed to be branches, right? So as soon as that glue dries, come on, here we go. It'll be clear. So that'll be stronger. And then you have your tree toppers that go on like this. And then I have light ones, and you could also layer these up if you wanted to. And then there is a stamp that's a branch, so if we put a tree right back here, we could actually stamp a branch and leaves there. Okay, so like I said, this is very versatile. Okay, so what I'm thinking, let's see, let's go ahead and glue this down. We're going to leave this side open. That way we can add all of our bits. Okay, so we're going to put glue right here on the edge. Glue that in. Hold it for a minute. Or 2 or 3. Make sure that's on there. Good. All right, that'll take a second to set up. But now do you see we have our front part of the card. This is going to fit in this side, just like it did on the other side. Okay, and then this will be glued on the front. So now we have 3 layers there. So what I was thinking, I'm going to put grass right here, okay, behind here, and then I'm going to put the fence on this one, and then more grass on the very back. So let me work on getting that glued down, and then we'll start picking where we want to put the trees and the birdhouse. Okay, so all I'm going to do is take my grass, put some glue on it, and then glue it right here. Okay, down low, and then we're going to do the fence the same way on the white one. Okay, so let me do that because it'll take a second to set up, and I'll be right back. Okie doke, this is where we are now. So I have my grass on this first one. I have my fence on this one. And then I have grass back here. And like I said, this bottom part's not going to show, so don't worry about that. So this is what it's going to look like so far. Let me get these in here. Get this squared up a little bit. So pretty cool, huh? It's working. I'm excited. All right. So I was thinking about, we're going to put a tree right here, if I can get a hold of it. And we're going to put it, put a little glue on here. Right about here. And again, that dry will glue. That glue will dry clear. And since it's in the background, we're going to use the darker. So let's, I mean, you could even pop that up for some more dimension. Let's do that. If we're going to do it, let's just do it. So I have some little, these little doohickeys here. Like this. Yeah, we're going to have all kinds of dimension. Alright, let's take this backing off. If you can get it off, then it sticks to your fingers. I got lucky this time. Alright, let's place this one right about here. Oh, very cool. Okay. So that's what we're seeing so far. And I put this tree together. Like I said, I just glued it together. And I thought I would put him either on this first flap or the second flap. See, this is what I mean about trying stuff on. Let's, I don't know. Let's go ahead and put him on the first flap. That'll give us more dimension. Okay, so we're just going to put him right here. So I need just a little glue on the side of the tree here. Just a little bit on the bottom. Let's see where we want to put him up high so we can see. There. Let's hold that for just a second. We're just going to have all kinds of dimension, aren't we? Oh. Let me put a little more glue on that side. Come on, buddy. Hold it down for a second. So I hope you guys are having fun and make something like this. Like I said, when I was kind of studying the instructions and cut everything out and was looking at it, I thought, I always like to take it to the next level if possible. Let's see, we need a little glue right here. This guy's not wanting to stay down. Probably didn't put enough on there to begin with. So it's supposed to be a rainy, rainy day today, which is fine. We need the rain. April showers, May flowers, right? That's what we need here, some flowers. I just thought about that. But I'm just going to use the dies that we have for the kit. And the next one we can add all kinds of stuff. Okay. So this is what we have so far. Very cool. All right, let's see. We'll save those trees. I mean, I have more trees. We could actually do another one there. Let's just see. All right, get my scraps over here. And then I have my birdhouse. I went with the yellow one. There's my little, going to be my wooden pole. And that's going to be my frame. And here's the front of the birdhouse. So let me glue those together. Oh, and we forgot, it's called a Little Birdie. I forgot, we need to stamp out some little birdies, and we might as well do a kitty cat. All right, well, let me stamp those out, get those colored and cut out, and then we will come back and decide where we want to put the rest and finish this card up. All right, I have my little birdies and my kitty cat stamped. I'm going to let that dry for just a minute, and then we're going to color that in with watercolor. But then I got to thinking there's also cloud stamps, so we need to use those. I was thinking we need white clouds. So I have this Stazon Opaque. This is, I just got this in. And what you do with this is, it comes with a little spreader outer thing. And of course with Stazon, you know, they have these little plastic covers to help keep it fresh. So this is a blank pad. It's not inked, nothing on it. Okay, you get a bottle, and it's not a refill bottle like what we're thinking. And you're not going to saturate this and then spread it out and then, you know, use it next time. What you do is you're just going to put maybe, yep, there we go, just enough for what you're going to use for this project. You're going to put just enough on there. Okay, which I'm not going to need much. Wipe that end off. Okay. And we're going to use our little spreader and just spread this out a little bit. So when we ink it, there won't be any gaps. Okay. So I don't know if you can see that, but there's just a little bit on there. Okay. Just enough, hopefully, for what we're going to be doing. So let me get one of the stamps here. Okay, there's a cloud stamp. And I have this piece of paper, and I'm just going to practice with it and see how it looks. Because like I said, I just got this in, and this is the first time this stamp's been used. Hey, pretty good. Even do a little ghost image. Okay, so that looks good. We need to decide where we want our clouds on here. So I think I'm going to do one a little to that side. Let's see. Okay, right about in there. Like I said, this doesn't have to be perfect. So we'll do right about here. 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. There. Yeah, that looks good. All right, let me stamp this off. Let's get another cloud. Another shape. I'm just getting all the ink off of this. Yeah, you could actually use that several times. That's where I'm just trying to get the ink off of it. All right. Let's get another shape. Let's get this fluffy one. And we can put, let's see, we can put that one maybe over here just a little bit. Okay, let's ink it up. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe here, because that's far off in the distance, right? Ta-da! I think we need to do one more just right in there. Let me ink it up. We'll just use the same one. There's actually 3 we can use, but we'll just use this one. Okay, let's put one right about there. Hopefully a little bit of it will show. All right, I'll stamp that off in just a second. Hey, I like that. So you see just a little bit of it. All right. Oh, okay. I need to color the birdies and the kitty cats. We'll put those on there and the birdhouse and we'll be done. All right, after trying this on and trying that on and moving this here and moving this there, I think this is what I'm going to do. So we just need to glue it down now. I added a tree back there. I haven't glued it down. We have our kitty cat and our birds and our birdhouse and our little sentiment. So now remember where I put this stuff. Okay. And let's see. I think I decided to... Are we going to put it there? Yeah. That way it'll be even a little more dimension. So let's just glue it right there on the end. Yeah, okay. Let me get my glue. We've almost got this. I think it turned out pretty good. I know we're not done yet, but, you know, do something a little different. Let's see. Glue there. And put this little fella right there. Yeah, okay. So let that hold that for just a half a second. And we want to glue down this tree, and I think we want it about there. So let me grab a little pin and make a mark where we want it. Okay, so let's glue this down. Like I said, this doesn't take much glue. I want this one like that. I guess we could have popped that one up too, but now we pop this one up. So we're going to put this little red bird in the tree. Little pop of color. So he can be singing in the tree. Okay. And the rest of it goes on the outside. All right, well, let's glue the sides together and then we can add this. All right. So this is going to go on the inside here. Make sure everything fits. Well, let's see. We need to straighten up there. That one's going to have to go up just a little bit. Okay, that's good. Maybe we're going to get it squared. Yeah. Because if I glue it down there, let's see. Is it going to stay where I want it? Okay. I think so. It's all right. It's just paper. Glue, glue, glue. I've been using the Nuvo on and off for quite a while. I really like it, but then I got to using the Art Glitter Glue, and it's been doing fabulous up until this last bottle that I got, and it's like watery, super runny. And I poured some out thinking maybe it was just, you know, a little bit on top or something, and anyway, it never did straighten up. So I had to, oh, come on here. Get where you're supposed to be. So I just didn't use that, and I had my Nuvo, and it works, I think, just as well. All right, let me hold this just for a minute. See if we can get it down good. Oh, and then I was going to take a black Nuvo drops and go right there in the middle of that birdhouse opening. All right. How are we gonna stick? How are we gonna stick? Okay, let's see. And then this one's going to be glued to this flap. And there we have it. All right, let's go let's glue this flap down. That's going to go on the inside of this front piece. Like that. Make sure we have this lined up where it's supposed to be. Come on. It's normally not going to be this difficult, but I have that extra piece in there, so come on, get where you're supposed to. It doesn't take but a second for the glue to do its thing. And you keep slipping down there. Don't do that. Let's hold it, hold it, hold it. Boy, I don't know if the mail lady is out or what, but all the dogs in the neighborhood are barking. Something's going on. Maybe they know the rain's coming. I think I need a tad more glue there since I'd moved it around. Let's see here. Come on. That's why you're not sticking. Put a little bit in between there. Wipe the excess away and make sure that's up there. There, I need you to move that way. Okay. Let me hold that for just a second. I tell you, having the the bird feeder outside my window has just been, it was up kind of by the porch, our back deck, and we moved it out a little bit, and now I can see it out my window. And if I get frustrated or something, I just look out there and watch the birds, and actually watch a big old fat squirrel right now sitting in the middle of the tray. But this is one of those big bird feeders. I think there's 5 or 6 big hooks coming off of it where you can add different things. And then there's a watering bowl, and then another feed bowl that's attached that's just flat. All right, I think that's gonna stick. Look, it's very dimensional. All right, let's add our little kitty cat. Let's see, we're gonna add him right here. So let's just do this. Kitty cat goes there. Come on, kitty cat. And I have him hanging off a little bit because I'm not going to send this card. And if I do, I'll put it in a bigger envelope. Okay, there's the kitty cat. And then here's our sentiment. I've been thinking of you, dear friend. So let's put a little glue on this. Make sure we're down really well. I really appreciate you guys watching and sticking with me through this. Let me know in the comments what you think and where you're from and what you like to do. That's always fun. Okay. And let's do our little birdie here. Right here in the middle. And I think we have a card. And like I said, these extra pieces I can save and make another card, or just start making another card now that I, I've got into it and see how it's done. There we go. Hold him for just a minute. Like I said, the only thing we're going to do is put some black Nuvo right there in the hole of the birdhouse. But now we have a very dimensional card. I'm pretty pleased with it. All right, well, thanks for hanging with me, guys, and until next time, see you later.